All right, so here we have the Garmat Touch HMI panel, and I just want to run through the basics of how to use it. So here on the right column, we're going to have an alarm center, and this will highlight red. So this alarm button right here will actually be red if you need to go into it. Once you click into it, you should hopefully never have this, but if you do, you'll have a red circle next to one of these selections. Another great thing is these pre-filters, ceiling filters, and exhaust filters. You can actually select that and reset your filter hours, and it will alert you whenever you haven't changed your filters. So that's for all three sets of filters there. Now, if we go back to this main menu, this is maintenance. That's really for setup. Now, what you're going to be focused on is going to be the temperature, which is displayed here, the pressure, which you want between 0 and 0.05 in spray, and right around 0.05 to like 0.08 in bake. Now, if you want to adjust your temperature or your time, you simply select one of the two. So we'll go timers, and we're going to have these 7 columns here, selections here. So energy conservation, that is an option, but you don't have it. Purge can be no less than 3 minutes, so you can increase it if you like. Flash, first bake, second bake, final bake, and cool down. Now what's really cool is if you choose to use multiple bake cycles, the purpose for that is if you want to have different temperatures for different lengths of time. Now primarily I see most people using just the first bake cycle, and to change any value you simply select that and then enter in, let's say 20 minutes. We hit OK, and then it'll be changed. Now cool down I have set for 5 minutes. If you want to change that again, you just select it. We'll go 6 minutes, hit OK, and then back to the main menu. Now for temperature, it's going to correspond to the timer setting area. Now we have the flash temp set point. Now if you choose to use flash, you would set your temperature here. Spray, I have that set for 80. And then the first bake. So because we don't have any time set for second bake and final bake, we're only going to be referencing this 160 degrees. If you want to change that, I recommend don't go above 170 or you're going to risk tripping your high limit. But we can go ahead and set that at 165. That should give you a panel temperature right around 140 degrees. So that is it for setting your temperature. Now the lights, you can't really select that here. You actually use a switch here. So that turns the lights off, turns the lights on. Now, something to take into consideration is this burner on-off switch is only for spray. So in bake, it's actually going to be bypassed, but considering during the winter months it gets really cold, you're going to want to have that on pretty much for 6 months out of the year at least. Now, to turn the booth on, simply turn the selector switch to spray, and the booth will come on. Now, it does go a little bit positive on startup, but it actually allows the doors to stay shut, so I'm going to keep it that way because I don't want to pull into too much of a negative to compensate for that. Now, you can see here we're maintaining pretty steadily at our 0.02 to 0.03. Now the temperature is set for 80. Currently we're at 69 and the burner just came on and we should be climbing. Yep, so here we are. Now if we want to go into bake, simply turn it to bake and we're going to go into purge. Now during purge you're going to have to wait at least 3 minutes until you go into bake. And so it shows you your mode time in purge mode for 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining, counting down. And then the bake cycle is what's coming next. But this time isn't actually what's set for your bake cycle time. Remember, if we go back to here, we actually have a 20-minute bake cycle and a 6-minute cool down. So if we look at this, it's the 6-minute cool down plus a 20-minute bake plus this mode time. So essentially in purge it's going to show you how long until the booth shuts down. So in 28 minutes the car should be ready to pull out of the booth, theoretically speaking. Now In purge, we're also going to be referencing the spray temperature. So there we are at 80, and we're also going to maintain right around this 0.03. Now, once you get into bake, it'll climb up to that first set point. It'll stay there for the 20 minutes, and then it'll go into cool down where it goes back to the 80 degrees for 6 minutes. Now, in order to turn the booth back on, this is very important. It'll show cycle complete at the end of cool down, and you need to turn the booth to off and wait until it says booth off. So again, once you finish cool down, it's going to show cycle complete, and in order to turn the booth back on, you have to turn it to off and then turn it to spray once it shows booth off. That'll reset the relays and allow you to continue on to another cycle. Now, I hope that helps you out. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, and have a great day.